Hi friends, good day, good morning, depending on your time. Today I decided to make a video on letting us know the things that may land us in trouble or may land somebody in trouble. Maybe somebody as an immigrant in Sweden, maybe you're coming in or you're already here. What are the things that may land you in trouble that you are supposed to know or you are supposed to deal with before you move into Sweden, or while you are in Sweden? These are the things that you need to avoid. Number one is what? Insult or street fights. When you insult or you engage yourself in a street fight with somebody here in Sweden, you end up in trouble because the police may be involved in such situation, and then you find yourself in a difficult situation whereby you may be made to pay the person after maybe going to court and coming back after everything. You may be made to pay the person a huge amount of money that, in fact, if the person converts the money to maybe naira or whatever, the person can even use the amount you be paying the person to even build house in the person's country. So you have to try as much as possible to avoid, keep your character in check. That's what I would say. Keep your character in check to avoid ending up in a difficult situation or having a problem with somebody. You may come here and you work with somebody at your place of work. You may be working with a racist, and then the person gets you angry. If you're not somebody that can deal with such a thing, if you don't have your character in check, you may end up having a serious problem with the person that may land you in a place you don't want to. Number two is when you don't pay your train tickets. This is very, very important. You may be given, you may be asked to pay fine. Some persons do it and they go scot-free. But when you enter train and then the workers, they are there and they find out that you didn't pay for train ticket before coming on board, you may be asked to pay. And the amount you're going to pay, of course, here the train ticket is around 900 and something kroner, which is less than 50, or let's say 50,000 naira in Nigerian money. But when you don't pay, you may be charged 1,500 or more, depending, or less, depending on the person you meet. So it's always very important that before you go on board, you pay your train ticket. Another one is owing debts. This one is for people that maybe you employed somebody and you refuse to pay the person. Maybe somebody, you came down to Sweden and then you open a maybe cleaning company, and then you employ blacks or any other person, and then you refuse to pay them. And then the person reports you. I think my husband said it's chromophobia or something like that. So if they report you, they put your name in black record. So names of those people that borrow and not pay, or people that are owing that have refused to pay. If you buy something and you're owing, or you borrow money from bank and you refuse to pay, and they take your name there, this may cause them to reject you. Maybe if you don't have a passport, you are seeking for extension, or you want to get your passport, they may deny you that opportunity just because of that. So you have to be very, very careful. When you borrow, make sure to be ready to pay. It's not like in Nigeria, you say somebody is owing you rent, and then you decide to go to the police and they start dragging court case up and down and front and back. These people take things serious. They don't joke with it. So you have to be ready to stand whenever they come to owing debts. You must be ready to pay whatever you're owing. Another one is, of course, we should know this one: driving and overspeeding. When you drive and you're speeding on every road, they had a speed limit. If they put on the signboard that it is 30 kilometers per hour, or the speed limit is 30, if they say 30, or they say 50, or they say 70, or they say 80, you must follow that rule. If maybe you disobey and then you are caught on camera, and then the police chase you or in fact, even if it's maybe you are running and then you sight a police while you're overspeeding, you sight a police and you start to run, it's a big crime, because the police, you cannot run past them. Yes, if they chase you, you feel like, yeah, I can drive on high speed. These people, they drive much more than you, and if you're caught, oh, they may, if maybe you are driving a taxi or you are driving your own car, they may withdraw your license from you, and that may take you 5 years to get it back. Now, if it's somebody that is driving a taxi, it's a big problem for you, because that is where you get your source of livelihood. You may not be able to get a good job again that will put food on your table. So you have to be very, very careful. Here, you obey laws and you tread with caution. Another one is running away when you sight police. I just said that one. Now, if you're somebody that's in your country, you're a cultist, moving here, you have to change or drop that character, because here, if you're caught, maybe you shoot somebody, maybe somebody, there are some countries that I don't want to mention right now where they fight war, and then some of them move here and then they engage in all these court activities that they end up shooting somebody, fighting and all that. Now, if you are caught, you'll be spending the rest of your life in jail. They don't joke with human lives here. Everything, they don't say this one is a rich man, this is the son of a billionaire. It's not like Africa. Here, everybody is treated equal. You have equal rights. The right I have to get an apartment here is the right another person that just moved into Sweden has. All of us, we are on queue until when it is time for you to get your own. Another one is hosting or hosting an illegal protest. If you must host a protest, it's not like in Nigeria, some people, a group of people will just gather themselves, organize yourselves, and then host a protest against the government because you feel like what they are doing is bad or is wrong. Before you can host a protest, you must go to the police, inform them that this is what you want to do. I give you an example. Here, here is a Christian country, and maybe the ones I've seen is Muslim protesting that maybe they are not recognized, or for some other reasons that I don't want to mention now. Now, if they want to host most of their protests, which they host in T-Central. T-Central is the major metro station here in Stockholm. Now, if they want to host their protests, they have to go to the government, to the police, and then let them know that they want to host a protest, so that the police will be there to guide them. These are very, very important things that you need to do. Now, if you are driving a car, I will stop here. If you're driving a car and you hit somebody from behind, then you are wrong. But if maybe the person is wrong or the person is reversing and it's none of their business, provided you are the one that hits from behind, you are wrong, and then you are going to be charged. Yes, they will fix the car, insurance will fix the car, but you yourself that was not careful while you are driving, because you are supposed to give the person some space, you understand, from behind. So if maybe you are caught, if maybe you end up hitting somebody from behind, what you do is you pay, I think, around 13,500 Swedish krona, which is around 650,000 naira, or even more, when you convert it. So these are things that you need to check, so that you know what you are coming into. You prepare yourself before you move in. Another of my video now will be on what are the things that can make social service or social welfare to withdraw your child from you. Keep tuning to my page. God bless you. Bye.